Hi, Jules. Michelle here, and I wanted to come and talk to you a little bit about 31 Gives and what that organization does. If you're not familiar with 31 Gives, it is an incredible foundation that was founded several years ago in February. And so you can take a look at more details about 31 Gives on 31gives.org. And you'll be able to see some incredible things that we do as a company and money that's raised for the Gives Foundation through our Roundup program and also through buying products, certain products. 31% is actually donated to the Gives Foundation, and we support the Ronald McDonald House. We're one of the largest contributors to the Ronald McDonald House, and also we support organizations that empower and strengthen women, children, and families through another organization called Girl Talk. So just some really cool things that are happening, and I wanted to be able to just remind you to take a look at those different things that the 31 Gives Foundation is doing if you haven't already done so. The second thing I wanted to talk to you about is since this is Gives Month, February is Gives Month because that's the month that the Gives Foundation was founded. I'd love to do something together as a team. And a couple of things that I would love to talk to you about is the Chemo Comfort bags. And I think it would be awesome as a team if we could just come together and get these bags sponsored. What they are, we're going to use the customer special for this month, and we're going to sell for every two that we sell. This will work out. And if we don't end up selling enough that's an even number, that's okay. We'll figure out those details. But essentially, what will happen is that we are going to collectively get as many sponsored bags as possible. And what we'll do then is we will contribute or give those bags to either those who have cancer and are going through chemo, or we will take them to a local cancer center, or we may take them to other hospitals for them to be used for their cancer or patients that are going through cancer right now, cancer chemo treatments. So what we'd like to do in there is we're going to use our commission from this fundraiser, it's essentially a fundraiser, to put items inside of those bags. And the reason I think that it's really important to do these Chemo Comfort bags is for many reasons. One, I know that all of us, some way, some form, somehow, we know people who have been touched by cancer, and I hate it. It's an awful, awful disease. And while we can't cure that, we can certainly make a difference in the life of another by giving them encouragement and just letting them know that we care about them, that we recognize them, and that they're not alone through this. And so, if we can bring a small smile to someone's face by giving them these chemo bags, and I think that is a really incredible thing that we can be doing for them. And since 31 blesses all of us, this is a great way for us to bless others. I also want you to consider, though, a couple of things before you do your Chemo Comfort bag fundraiser. I'm going to give you some graphics to use. You're welcome to use whatever you want. If you found something different, these are the ones that I'm going to use for my team or my page, and so I wanted to share them with you. But the first thing I want you to think about is to decide, like, why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? I think it's really important to have a personal connection whenever you're doing a fundraiser like this, because people will want to contribute and be a part of it if they're in your circle because they care about you and they like you, and so they trust you. And so maybe decide ahead of time like why it is that you would like to give and do this particular sponsorship fundraiser through these Chemo Comfort bags. Once you're connecting with who or the why you're doing them, I think you're going to have a much better success in getting those sponsored. And obviously, the more bags that we have sponsored, then the greater and more lives we'll be able to touch. So I'm going to challenge our team to see if we can get 200 bags sponsored. And I think that's might be a lofty goal, but I think we can do it. I really do. So we'll start today, and we will go all the way in through the end of the month. And then sometime in March, we can deliver those as a team if you're local to me. And if you're not local to me, it's totally okay. You can find a hospital or a cancer center that's local to you, and you can deliver them yourself. And so We can talk about more of those details later, but for now, what I want you to do is, if you're planning to participate, is to take the graphics that we're going to use, post them on your personal page. They don't have anything, it doesn't say anything about 31. I will not mention 31 at all whenever I'm doing the graphics, so you can use these on your personal page. And I'm just going to ask people to sponsor these bags, and if they're willing to sponsor, then the cost will be on the graphic that they can see. If they want to sponsor more than one, awesome, and I will offer that to them as well, and let them know that the commission that we would normally receive will be going into contribute to those bags. So let me know if you have any questions at all about this, but I want you just to consider those few things before you actually jump in and do it. And because I think if you just post something randomly like you're doing these, then I don't think you're going to have as great as results as you would if you were to make a personal connection to let people know why you want to do this project. So I am excited. I look forward to working with you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully we can get all 200 bags sponsored. Wouldn't that be awesome?